Looks like this is going to be on Shattered Temple. Again, this is round of 16. Game 1 between our Terran, starting at the 3 o'clock position. EsterLizzuma versus at the 9. My clock's off. At the 9 o'clock position versus another Terran, StoRyWISH, and this is going to be a TVT. Looking at the clock, doesn't actually look like a very, very long TVT, so this should be very, very fun. Also, like I said, I've actually never seen StoRyWISH before. I've not seen his playstyle, but watching EsterLizzuma, he is a very, very good Terran. He's actually a Grandmaster top 16 North American ladder player, and he is all about pressure, kind of the opposite of Marine King XPN. So we are just waiting. So I'm wondering if he's going to continue that, because yesterday he was just walking through people in the Craft Cup with constant pressure. A lot of 2 racks, medevac, marine, a lot of marine tank medevac play. So this will be very interesting. Again, Shattered Temple, 1 Xel'Naga Tower, 2 golds, top mid left, bottom right. We have expos behind rocks, so it's actually Terran favored for that, and mirror matchup in the sense that they're just scouting opposite ways. We do see that StoRyWISH is taking an early gas, but like I said, EsterLizzuma meanwhile gonna probably put on that early pressure. Has yet to put down a gas just yet, and right as I say that, he does, making a fool out of me. Lizzuma, stop it. Looking back at StoRyWISH, nothing too much going on. This is a very, I'm surprised it's a quick matchup for a Terran on Terran matchup. Gonna assume maybe something like draw play, some Hellions got in, maybe a Banshee got in. From the timing wise, let me back out, that's awkward positioning of camera. But EsterLizzuma looking like he's probably going to play pretty standard. Puts down the supply. He's got the orbital command finishing up. Eventually kind of standard up. Just a tiny bit of a late gas, but made a full recovery on the standard scale of things for a Terran. Definitely going to pay attention to what he does, because EsterLizzuma, like I told you guys earlier, he's a very pressure stratted Terran. If that's even a word, pressure stratted. Chat can confirm that if stratted is even a word. Though we are going to see that StoRyWISH is throwing down a factory. Oh god. So there's a good chance we will see some Hellion play, maybe tank. Definitely against early party, you always want Hellions to be allowed to scout. Blue Flame especially. It's grown so big in the StarCraft community. People have learned how to use them very well. The Blue Flame Hellions are a very, very powerful unit. Can kill off a lot of they're usually mainly used to kill off lings, light units, and they're very fast, so they can kill off like all of the mining production. We do see EsterLizzuma is throwing down a factor, but in a proxy location. Well, not a proxy, kind of a hidden location. So I doubt he'll scout that. He is also going for an expo, so this is actually very surprising. But to see Lizzuma that he's going to expo, I'm usually used to seeing him doing some one-base pressures before he even does plan to do any expoing. Has a couple Marines out, not a lot of units out on the playing field. Same thing for StoRyWISH though. Though we look at StoRyWISH though, like I said, I predicted. So we're gonna have Cloak Banshee. I don't know if it's Cloak Banshee, but we are at least gonna have some Banshee. We do have some Hellion play. We do have a couple Marines pushing out here for 4 to be total. Do a little stutter step micro. Might be able to pick this Marine off. Might not be able to. But it looks like StoRyWISH actually being the pressure player. EsterLizzuma propping up some units right there on the ridge to make sure if anything runs by gets picked off. Does not have any bunkers down, which I'm surprised. Usually you see that nowadays unless players are for whatever reason just so confident that they'll be able to defend whatever comes at them, especially like a very cheesy 3-rack supply drop. Usually you would see a bunker, but Gizmo players scouted out and felt comfortable that they would be just safe. Should be a Banshee somewhere on the playing field. There it is. There's the Banshee coming into play. I don't think it's cloaked, and I don't think Cloak is getting researched, but we do have another Banshee come in. StoRyWISH does have to be careful, does have to have really good micro, and oh, look at this. Awesome positioning, but can't lose that Banshee, almost great stutter step micro that makes him lose it. Look at that Hellion trying to poke in there, get in there. Supply depot gets dropped and looks like he's going to aim for a second one, so he can't do any more production. Should be another Banshee coming in soon. It should be almost done. Pre-igniter, blue flame upgrade is just about done, and once that happens, these the Marines of EsterLizzuma are going to be absolutely useless. So good for Lizzuma. He does have a Viking out without